Welcome to the Complete Fitness Podcast with Core for Complete Fitness. Your episode is starting in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, people. Happy May 15th. 15th. Geez, today's the 15th. Happy May 17th. Didn't mean to give you a heart attack right when this started. Hope you guys are having a great month of May. Hope you guys have had a great springish, summerish so far. Before we dive into things, guys, like always, if you could please subscribe to this podcast, either on iTunes, Spotify, I think we're on everything, audible.com, whatever your app of choice is. If you're watching on YouTube, if you could do it, that'll help us keep growing this thing and ultimately bump us up the charts. If there's anybody that you know, hey, so-and-so needs to hear this in my family, or this could really benefit so-and-so, friend, cousin, brother, sister, mom, dad, feel free to share away. And if they could subscribe too, we'll keep passing that or kicking that can down the road. And that's how we'll keep growing this thing. And we'll keep cranking these out for you guys every single week. And then number 2, I know I did it last week. I hate to be the person that I joke that we have no commercials, but the only commercials that we do have is stuff that's actually going to benefit you. So if you have not purchased the book that I wrote, You Are Your Hero, is out on Amazon. It's only $12.99. It would mean a lot to me personally if it helped change your life, kind of like it did mine and everybody else. So far, it's gotten great reviews from people. So if you need help, if you're stuck in a place where your body isn't where you want it, if your mindset isn't where you want it, if your financial status isn't where you want it, if you're just kind of stuck and you're like, where the hell do I turn? How do I get to the next level in my life? I wrote a book. It's called You Are Your Hero, and it is on Amazon for $12.99. And it's only about 140 pages, so you can bang it out in probably a day or a day and a half. And I wrote it that way for that very reason. My attention short is very very short spanned. I don't know if you can tell by the way this podcast is, but I kind of like to get to the point and then just move on with the next thing, which ultimately ties into what I wanted to talk to you guys today on this podcast. So in a world that is very, like I said, everything is immediate gratification, right? The way that we do things, we want things faster and faster and faster and faster. We can have food at the press of a button. We can order stuff at the press of a button. It arrives to our door. Everything is just this quick. And I've been starting to realize lately that it's kind of how I've been operating like that more than usual. So usually I'm kind of the person that I have I don't want to call it a work-life balance, but I'm very good at going, okay, it's work time, nose down, go, block out everything. And then there's like the off time where it's family time. Maybe it's friends time. Maybe we got to do stuff around the house, because if you don't segment those, they will just tangle themselves into each other. And then there's, like I said, between the Facebook messages, between the email messages, between the text messages, between the mail that you get and between the emails, it's constant. And you have to be able to tell kind of your brain and your mind, okay, that's going to take a break for a while. I'm shifting gears to over here. And when this is done, I can pay back attention to you. But if I keep just giving you attention, it's going to feel like I'm working all the time. And ultimately, that's what I was doing, I was just kind of spinning my wheels on both ends and not giving myself a break. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. And it's easy to get wrapped up like that, where you're in go and hustle mode. And especially when it feels like you have like a little bit of momentum or wind in your sails, it gets tough to break that when things kind of start to click and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to take any time off because I'm in this sweet spot right now. Things are moving, things are turning. We're good. The first quarter of the year was kind of rocky just because I think everybody, at least where we live, was like going back to, which is insane for me to even say, but that shift where people were working from home a lot of that beginning of the year, everybody went, whoop, we have to commute again. So we had a bunch of turning and people switching their memberships, freezing for a little bit, coming back off of that. Okay, I can still come to the gym. And it was just all this transitional stuff. So this past couple months, it's been good because we're like back in our groove. Okay, the spring churn is coming up. Everybody's signing up again and everything is somewhat back to normal. So you want to ride that wave, right? You want to ride that crest of like, okay, we're going, go, 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 go. And then I kind of hit this wall where I'm like, I am freaking whooped. Freaking whooped. One of our coaches are on vacation, which fine, they never take vacations. But it was just everything was coming to this boiling point where I was like, it's me, it's me, it's me. I got to train. I got to do this. Got to do the emails. Got to do the challenge. We got Mother's Day coming up. My kids are doing this, and I got this. Pick them up at this time. Drop them off at this time. And it's very easy to just get wrapped up in the day to day. And if you don't physically take a step back and step away from that, you lose sight of kind of the reason why you're doing something in the first place. And you can use that analogy with many, many things. You can do that with your fitness. You can go so balls to the wall that all of a sudden you're like, I'm miserable. My body aches. I'm exhausted. I'm getting injured. My joints feel like crap. And then you're like, well, why the hell am I doing this in the first place again? Oh, yeah. So I don't feel like that. So I'm healthy. And so I can continue to work out and take care of myself. And so I feel good and not completely run down, right? If you try to run a freaking marathon every single day, guess what? Odds are after a couple weeks, you're not going to want to run anymore because you're like, I am beat to hell. I need some time off. Same thing with going to work. Same thing with, rest. You rest too long and then you're like, I don't want to get back into the real world. It's going to suck. I'm so comfy and cozy here. And you can kind of burn that wick on both ends before, you get to this point where you're like, I'm just pushing it too hard and I need to take a little break. So long story short, call this a midlife crisis. Do with it what you will. Some people buy motorcycles. Some people buy Corvettes. Some people buy whatever. I bought a golf cart that goes 15 miles an hour tops. So that was my midlife crisis. You've been busting your ass. The book came out. Oh, and I haven't done like anything for myself. I've just been like, go, 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 go. So the golf cart, mind you, is a Mother's Day present. I don't care what anybody says. It is a Mother's Day present. We can all use it, not just myself. So if my wife is watching this or anybody in my family, let it be known it's been recorded. This is a family gift. But it just kind of felt good to be like, okay, you did something for you. It feels nice. There's your pat on the back. Enjoy it. And then getting yourself going again. Not to be like morbid or something, but I was at what the hell was I watching? Or listening to? I was probably just going down the rabbit hole on like one of those YouTube thingies where you click and you listen. But long story short, they go, you have a finite time on this planet, right? And you never want to get to the point where you're like, crap, I wish I would have done X, or I wish I would have done Y, or I wish I would have done this, or I wish, or I should have, or it would have been so much fun if I just would have done this besides this. And I was like, you know what? I could wake up and be hit by a bus tomorrow and then go, I wish I got a golf cart. That would have been fun to drive around with our kids and stuff like that. So finally I was like, you know what? Just do it. And then it was the son of one of our gym members, which I felt even better about. So I'm like, okay, this is going to a good family and good people. And now my family's happy. Their family's happy. We can tote the kids around with it to go get ice cream. For our outdoor boot camps, I can load it up with crap and just ship it all to the actual like outdoor place. I used to have to go to the gym, throw it all in the truck, and then drive the truck. There were like parking spots where the park is, and I have to like take all these trips of all this crap to where we had to go set up. Now I can just zip around on this golf cart and just drop it off wherever we need to. So it'll be good. But my point is, guys, the reason why you're doing something, or I should say there is a reason why you're doing something. There's a reason why you're getting in shape. There's a reason why you're doing anything, while you're going to work, while you're a good mom or a good dad. There's all this reason behind it. And you kind of start to lose sight of that when you're just in kind of this go mode all the time and head down mode all the time. Maybe it's to enjoy your life. Maybe it's because you want freedom. Maybe it's because you want to get in shape. And yes, there's a time and a place for that. But if you don't stop and kind of just smell the roses for a little bit, it just becomes, you're just completely sucked into this world. And you start missing those things. And it's easier said than done, I know, especially like I said, when you're on kind of this hot streak and you're riding this wave and you're like, I don't want to break this. Go, 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 go. But I'm telling you, if you just don't take a half a day to go like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to let my hair down a little bit and have some fun. You don't want to miss those fun moments. We're at kind of this weird transitional place with our kids right now where our oldest will be out of school in about 4 weeks and home for the summer. Our youngest is already home for the summer. And then after that, our oldest will be in first grade and our youngest will be in preschool, I think like 2 or 3 days a week. Excuse me. So it's going to be weird, one, just not having two kids inside of our house all day. And then two, like just having this like window of free time now, like at least like a couple days a week, where before you were always like, okay, I gotta get home from school. And then our youngest was always there. My wife would go to work, or sometimes she would be home, and it was just this good, parent time where the house is kind of quiet. Now it's like it's going to be weird just having kind of the house to ourselves, which will be weird. But a part of me is like, I have this opportunity now to get all this shit done, which has never really happened before. For the past 5 or 6 years, it's always been from, literally 7:30 until, 7 p.m. There's always like a kid inside of the house that we have to be attentive to, obviously, and all that stuff. Not that I'm complaining. A lot of people would kill for that type of schedule and that type of life. But it does get challenging when there's days that you're slammed, or there's days that you're tired, or you got to take a call, or you got to do this, or I got to drive to the gym to do this because it's the only quiet place because our kids are having meltdowns and we're trying to get one to potty train. It's just all this stuff going on. And again, you get wrapped up, that if you don't stop for a second, take a step back and kind of go, look at how fortunate I am to actually be able to be home with my kid almost every single day in the afternoon. We don't have to, pay for daycare and things like that. But if you're just constantly in this go mode and you're not able to appreciate it, those things slip by. And when they slip by, you can't get them back. So like I said, if I was going to be, I'm 37 now, but if I go to be 40 or 50 years old or 60 years old and looking back and go, God, I really would have been cool when the kids were growing up, if I did that golf cart thing and we were able to have all these memories together. So that was my reasoning behind it. But in terms of your health and being healthy, guys, you can do the exact same thing. And I know a lot of us, there's a time like right now we're running a weight loss program where you're like, all right, next 5 weeks, I'm putting the blinders on. I'm going to smash this. I'm going to get this last 8 pounds off or 10 pounds off. I'm going to look great for summer. Nose to the grindstone. I just want to get rocking. And cool. That's awesome. Good for you. There's times that you can do that. But I know for like a lot of us, we beat ourselves up very much. If we can't make a workout, if our workout isn't, if it's substandard with what we think we're able to do, we beat ourselves up. If there's a day that we miss that we're supposed to get there, we beat ourselves up. And you got to realize that you're going to have those days. You're going to have those days that you're just like, everything is working against the grain. I'm doing my best. And sometimes just getting inside the gym is a big freaking step where you're like, I've been kicked in the nuts all day. Traffic sucked. I had a bad day. Our kid's school called so-and-so. She had got pushed down the stairs or something like that. That didn't really happen. But you get those days where you're like, this has just been nonstop. Just getting to the gym is a big step, but at least you did it. But in that same breath, when your body's trying to tell you something, hey, you're stressed out, your workout slacking, you're too tired, you got to be able to listen to those things as well and take time to kind of sit back, smell the roses. If it means having, a rest day, then take a rest day. But for me, I was on this like big hot streak ever since the craziness when 2020 hit and all the shutdown stuff. I kind of did this like all these things like matched up. I read the David Goggins book in December of 2019, and you guys know what a machine that guy is. Finished the book right around January of 2020, right when that happened, right? January, February, March. Then COVID hit, And like all these things just started lining up like that. But I went into this like David Goggins mode where I was like, the gym is shut down. I will not miss a workout every single day for the next 600 days. And I killed it like for an entire like year and a half. I swear I was in like the best shape of my life. And part of that was like, I was just, when all the shutdown stuff was happening, like there were people I know that just went off the deep end and just drank and partied every single day. But I'm like, I got employees, I got my kids. I don't know if our kid's going to be able to go to school. I don't know if my wife's going to work. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I can go to work tomorrow in 2 weeks. I have, almost 400 members at the gym between the two of them that I'm freaking out about. And I'm like, the last thing that I want to do is just get smashed every single day, cause more stress, more anxiety. So I just went into like, again, like our members are doing for this challenge, this like beast mode where I'm just like, no alcohol, no sugar. I'm working out every single day. There's literally nothing else I can do. So I'm going to go for a run every day. Then I'm going to work out in the garage. Luckily, I have the keys to the gym so I could sneak in there and do my thing. But, and I just got an awesome, awesome shape. And then that kind of became my new benchmark was that. Then we started getting back into work again. Kids went into school and I was still trying to go 100 miles an hour and I was just frying myself. And so I took a little break. I was still working out, but maybe like I was doing 4 days a week instead of like 6 or 7. And then same thing, I started ramping it up again. So when you operate at these really, really high RPMs for a long, long amount of time, guys got to remember it's okay to take a step back to give yourself a rest day. Otherwise, just like with the car engine, you're going to burn that thing out if you just keep it going ring so long that you're, maybe didn't get enough sleep right one night. Maybe the kids, threw up in their sleep and then you got to get them ready. And all these things are burning and churning. And you're like, oh my God, the wheels are going to fall off. And there's going to be like in cartoons when bolts start shooting out all over the place. So you got to remember, guys, take a step back, enjoy the process with whatever you're doing, whether it's your job, whether it's your body staying in shape, becoming healthy. You got to be able to do that. It makes you appreciate it more. It makes you work harder. You'd rather take one step back to be able to take 3 steps forward than constantly taking a step forward and a step back and a step forward and a step back. You have to find balance. And in a world, like I said in the beginning, that's so immediate gratification where everything needs to be faster and now, and you have to respond right now and respond right now. You got to be able to go, you know what? The world's not going to end if I, put this on hold for a few hours and enjoy whatever X, Y, and Z is. One of the biggest lessons I learned at one of our fitness conferences, and I might have told you this story, so I'm sorry if I did, but they said, they go, everybody talks about this work-life balance, and it's impossible to find balance. You're never going to find the 50-50 perfect. The scales are even. It's just not going to work like that. You're going to have days that family days are a complete shit show, or weeks or months that our family days are a complete shit show. And you're going to have days that work, weeks, days, months are a complete disaster too. So trying to find this perfect harmony is never gonna work. You can't always control it. So because what you can do is have like a work-life merger where you go, this is what it is. There's going to be days where I get more family, less work. There's going to be days where it's more work, less family. But I know that if I don't kind of block off these chunks to do both, that one will just basically swallow the other, or vice versa. I will either kind of put my work to the side and it will become non-existent and start to crumble, or my work will overtake my family and then my family will kind of shrink and start to crumble. So you have to be able to have this merger of time, even if it means checking in, for an hour on a weekend or something like that. If that hour gives you the peace of mind for the next 2 days, then it is what it is, and so be it. But I think all these people want this perfect scenario where, who wouldn't, right? I go to work from 9 until 4:59, and at 5 o'clock I check out, and nobody talks to me for the next 16 hours, and then I go about my day, do whatever I want. And then the weekends, I'm free to roam. And just with the way the world is, it just doesn't work like that. So you have to find balance. You have to find harmony. And like I said, if you're just trying to redline it the whole time, you're going to miss out on the things that kind of make what life worth living. Now, I will say, if you're in like a shitty financial situation and you're like, hey, I'm going to go to Maui, or I'm going to buy a Harley Davidson right now. Do not do that, probably. But like I said, the things that you are able to control, if you've been working your ass off and you're like, all right, you deserve a break. I kind of almost always put myself last, where I'm like, I'll live to see another day. I'll keep going. I'll live to see another day. Keep going. Oh, I'll do this eventually, or I'll do X, Y, and Z eventually. I'll do this. I'll take a break, or I'll take a vacation. And again, you get to that point where you're just like, screw it. I'm doing it, and I'll be lying to you if it said it doesn't feel good to do that every once in a while. So no matter where you are, guys, if you're in this journey, if you're like, I've been just stressed out beyond belief, I know the world is changing and things are moving faster and faster, and it's very easy to get sucked into that whirlwind. But if it's that is you, I'm telling you, my challenge or my homework assignment for you going into this weekend or this week, Mother's Day is gone. We got Memorial Day in about 2 weeks. Take this weekend just to give yourself a couple hours. Give yourself a couple hours of just tranquility. It can do anything. Go see a movie. Go shoot some guns. Go for a car ride. Go have fun. Go do something, and listen to how you feel. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it and then come back home and then you're at just a level 10 again. Do it. Notice how you feel and let that kind of hit the reset button on you. Because if you don't, you'll be going a million miles an hour nonstop. And no one's going to stop you, right? No one's ever going to tell you to slow down. You got to be the one to actually do it. Or they might tell you to slow down, but to be all actually honest with you guys, you have to be the one to do it. So hopefully that helps reprogram you guys. I know we're going into kids getting out of school. Everybody's schedules are going to make another migration like this again. But when that happens, people usually stress out. How do I got these kids at home all day? So don't be afraid to take time for you. Doesn't mean skimp out, doesn't mean whip out, doesn't mean break your promises to yourself, doesn't mean stop doing workouts, but listen, have those quiet moments where you're like, I got to take a chill pill. I need a rest day on Thursday now. And your body will thank you and your mind will thank you. Now, what else? Core 4 supplements. You know the drill, guys. If you need anything, should you need anything, core4supplements.com is probably the best place on planet Earth. We already talked about this. Earth, universe, other realms. It is the number one that you can get your hands on. And if you use the code word podcast, if you're a podcast listener, you'll save 10% on everything. And if you spend over $99, you'll get free shipping on everything. So if you want to get a month's worth of stuff or 2 months worth of stuff, save on the shipping and just be stocked for a while or the whole summer. Again, use the code word podcast at your checkout and you'll save 10%. And if you spend over $100, you'll get free shipping. But we got everything, guys. We got whey protein. We got vegan protein. We got sleep gummies. The sleep gummies are awesome. Beware, they knock you out good. But that's what you want from a sleep gummy, right? So the sleep gummies are great. Take one and within 20, 25 minutes, you'll start to get the heavy eyes and then nod out. We got collagen gummies. We got BCAAs. We got a daily green supplement. We got pre-workouts. And then we got stuff that we don't have at the gym either. We got creatine there, the whole 9 yards. So whatever you need, get it. Core4supplements.com, the best stuff on earth. And then, like always, guys, if you could subscribe to this bad boy, share it with anybody that you know. Maybe after listening to this, you're like, hey, this person needs to slow down. Share it with them, and hopefully this will help them out along the way. So love you guys. Behave yourselves. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great rest of the month. And don't be afraid to slow down. We'll see you guys next week.